Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 3rd of April 2024. So yesterday, back in the groove, gold hits another record high, but bonds, stocks and Bitcoin battered on good news. Our stocks starting to wake up to quarter one soaring yields and plummeting rate cut expectations. Well, it's about time they did. Stocks tumble as treasuries bear steepen and commodities rip higher, obviously referring there to gold. Economic news today, we've got the core CPI for the Eurozone, that's out at 10 a.m. Then we've got an OPEC meeting as well. ADP, which is the precursor to the non-farm payrolls. We've got final services PMI and ISM services PMI, and then Powell is going to be speaking at 5:10, which will be interesting as well. But first, let's move on and have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow. So yesterday, another down day. However, we've got some buying coming into the market to support prices at this level. Let's just draw in a couple of fibs as well. And there you can see that we've got the market trading down to 62% retracement yesterday, below the 20 bar moving average. But like I say, some buying coming in there. Depending on what Powell says later today is going to determine the direction of this market. Yesterday things were fine in the electronic markets, but once the Dow opened, you can see the market moving lower. Came back and retested the low as well late on in the session before we had a bit of a bounce there. Overnight the market is above yesterday's low, but also below yesterday's close and the DP at the moment, so still some bearishness around, as it can be seen, but also stable as the market is sideways overnight as well. And in the German DAX, decent pullback for a change. Market down sharply, as it can be seen there below the 5 bar moving average, but also starting to find a bit of support overnight, which can be seen in the 30-minute chart there, bouncing twice or three times actually off the low of yesterday as well. But prices started out fine, but by the mid-morning the market starting to decline rapidly, as can be seen there, with prices dropping nearly 200 points off the high, as it can be seen there. Market back up towards the end of the trading session, but like I say, the most important thing at the moment is the market's tested the low of yesterday 3 times so far. In the S&P 500, no all-time high yesterday. Market also moving lower, holding above the 20 bar moving average though at the moment, and just about staying there. In the 30-minute chart again, you can see we were sideways. Cash market coming on stream sent the market lower. Prices up on the overnight, but nowhere near yesterday's lows either. The market sitting at the 5,200 area of support there. We'll need to get back above the close and the DP there, and also back above the 200 MA as well. Meanwhile, in the FT100, prices trading up to 8,016 before being hit, as noted there, with prices then dropping overnight. This is not a new all-time high, is it? Not quite. We can see there. Let me just bring this down a bit, and let's just have a look what we're looking at. 8,045 on this particular platform. So we got a bit to go there, but didn't quite make it. So again, all of these markets more or less having made the new all-time highs. It's just the FT100 that was just lagging a bit, but that made the new all-time high last year in February of 23, so it's taken a year or more to get back to that sort of level. 30-minute FT, market up and then down to the 200 MA. Bit of a bounce off this, but you can see how it broke it there with some overnight selling, and through the low of yesterday as well, so the S1 picking up the support for this market at the moment. In the US dollar, down yesterday and down slightly overnight, but this didn't help with the metals, which we'll look at now. As well, say didn't help with the metals, I mean the silver market still not allowed to move to the upside, so let's just have a look at this. So in silver, this is the monthly chart. Just wanted to have a look, see if the market's managing to break out of anything, and it's not really. Until we get above $30, we're still stuck in a sideways move. We've also got that $26.93, make it $27, and you can see what happened last time we got to $27. The market was slammed back down to 1762. Yeah, down that sort of way. 1754 to be precise there. So nothing would surprise me with this market, not whatsoever. Daily chart for yesterday, yes, the market has been allowed to move up, but we're getting to an area now where it's going to be very close to be hammered back to the downside. 3 days of buying there, overbought, and like I say, we're getting close to bringing things back into line as far as the JP Morgans are concerned. Yes, we've moved up, but again, you only have to look at the monthly chart just to see how important it is to keep smashing the price to the downside, and how they managed to achieve this as well very, very successfully for the last 50 years. Gold, meanwhile, making new all-time high. This is going to be due for a hammering as well, because central banks are still buying it and they want it as cheap as possible. So any opportunity to do this will be allowed for certain, and they'll just use the paper market in order to do it. Quick look at the gold-silver ratio. So in the gold-silver ratio, silver being allowed to move up there, you can see that, but overnight already starting to make its way back, and it should be heading back to 92 not before too long, as indicated by what's going on in the daily chart there as well. Right, let's have a quick look at yesterday's markets and trades. So yesterday morning the market was higher initially, and then started to move to the upside, and this particular trade started to pull back, hit the scalp, and as it came back, taken out, and then the market moving to the downside, and then just grabbing a few points as the market came back through the close there. And it was a shame really, because down at this point, as it went through at 28 points and more than halved, which again is not unusual as the market drives through. It tends to do. If you get a big bar on the downside, they'll reverse it in the next one, is what I'm saying there. So then we had another potential buy, nothing on this one, and then as we saw after this move, the market putting in another down move there, wasn't at the desk on this particular one, and then the market trading it to the downside there, and then down towards the low where it found a bit of support. Market bounced a bit, and then we got to the mid-morning where we saw the low being broken and trading down to the S3. When we get down to the S3, 90+% of the time the market will find its way back and then into the afternoon session. Now what I forgot to do here, I changed the start time but forgot to change the end time, so there were another couple of trades which we'll look at in the chart. So let's just go and grab that. So in the afternoon we got the move there, and then we had another sell which didn't follow through to the downside, became a loss, and then we moved to the upside to the 50 EMA before prices then did start to return to the downside there. So let's have a look overnight, see where the market's trading, and have a look, see where we are. So we're above the low at the moment. We need to get back above the 200 MA and also the close. Maybe a long way off the high at the moment, which you can see there, at least 200 plus points. Let's just have a look. 100, 200, 250 plus points there for the DAX to get back to yesterday's high. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. But at the moment we're above the low, and that's going to be important today, is to manage to stay above the low of this market. And in the daily chart, so you can see the selling yesterday, big bar, but market finding support overnight there. Okay, that's it for this one. Let's see what happens during today's trading session. And with that, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.